The first question is question number 69 by the Honorable Senator from Murang'a County, Senator Nyutu. You may now proceed to ask the question.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. My questions to the CS is A, why does the Kenya National Highways Authority, KENHA, use privately owned motor vehicles for patrol on highways? B, who owns these patrol vehicles and how are their services procured? And C, what plans does KENHA have to acquire its own patrol vehicles like other state corporations? Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable CS, you may proceed to respond.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker, Honorable Members of Senate. I'm happy to be here this morning to respond to the various questions. And let me respond to the question by Senator for Tharaka-Nithi, Senator Mwenda. Sorry, is that?
Honorable CS, you're responding to question number 69 by the Senator from Murang'a County.
My paper, the person who has got my papers has been locked outside. Sorry about that, Honorable Speaker, Honorable Joe Nyutu, member, Senator from Murang'a County. And let me straight away go to the answer to the question on KENHA and the specific question, why does Kenya National Highways Authority use privately owned vehicles for patrol on highways? Who owns these patrol vehicles? And what plans does KENHA have to acquire its own patrol vehicles like other state corporations? Mr. Speaker, sir, I beg to respond. The Kenya National Highways Authority, KENHA, utilizes privately owned motor vehicles as it outsources road maintenance works through performance-based contracts. Under these contracts, Honorable Speaker, members, particularly on critical roads such as Thika Road and the Nairobi Southern Bypass, the scope includes regular road patrols to monitor compliance with traffic regulations, rapid response to include to incidences and breakdowns, protection of road infrastructure including street lighting and guardrails, immediate assistance on motorists in distress. The arrangements, Honorable Members, Speaker, ensures efficient maintenance while enhancing overall road safety. And on the patrol vehicles that are owned, the patrol vehicles are owned by performance-based contractors who are basically assigned the contracts on the performance-based contracts. In terms of maintenance contractors who are competitively procured in compliance with the Public Procurement and Assets Disposal Act 2015 through the open tender method. Honorable members, on the final question, the authority does not intend to procure its own patrol vehicles for maintenance.
Though KENHA outsources its road maintenance services, it's not very clear from the response why KENHA officers would use privately owned motor vehicles, because this is not a road maintenance. So, and was there any cost-benefit analysis done before this particular decision was made? Because, of course, government needs to save resources. Are we saving by using privately owned motor vehicles? Because my understanding is that there's a difference between road maintenance and patrol. The question, Honorable CS, was about the patrol vehicles. Because again, you realize that if sometimes motorists do not even know who is stopping them, because these are privately owned motor vehicles. So I think we may need to see clarity on that. And I think that is the only question that I have. And it also touches on your response on C, because we need to know, is the cost-benefit analysis has it shown that we are better off, we'll save state resources through privately owned motor vehicles and not motor vehicles owned by the corporation? Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable CS.
I think to the extent, Honorable Speaker, let me offer some. To the extent of the periodic based contracts maintenance, there is clarity that, yes, we tender for maintenance of a particular road for a period of a year, 2 years, and therefore the contractor who wins to maintain that road through that competitive process therefore works like any other private contractor who is constructing any road out there, and they use their assets to maintain the road. To the extent of the kenha staff inspecting the road and using their vehicle, that is an area where we need to get clarity, because Honorable Nyutu then would have a point to the extent that, yes, we should be inspecting the roads using kenha vehicles, and yes, we have kenha vehicles to maintain the vehicles, to maintain the roads, or to inspect the roads for that matter. And therefore, I can take up that to make sure there is clarity between periodic maintenance, which is a contract given out to a private contractor to maintain the road, and when it is the aspect of inspecting the road by kenha staff, we'll then make sure we pay attention and confirm the concern raised by Senator Nyutu that we should have enough vehicles, if that is not the case, to inspect the works in the various roads. I thank you.
Senator Manzo.
Yes, does indeed not have a security bearing, and Mr. CS, is indeed not better for you to work in conjunction with the police if you have to utilize private hired vehicles, and is it not a collusion between yourselves and the private people so that they can make money out of kenha?
Honorable CS, you may respond.
I think we just, what I did indicate, Honorable Speaker, Honorable Members, to the extent of a periodic maintenance contract, is a private contract like any contractor. You don't expect them to use kenha vehicles. But to the extent of supervising and inspecting the works on the various roads, the kenha staff does not in any way come in contact with the road users to the extent of really wanting to be discreet, because they would just be inspecting the works done by the periodic maintenance contractor. So if there has been a case where our staff in kenha are not properly facilitated with their vehicles, that is a case which I said I will take it up, but it shouldn't really be a problem inspecting roads using kenha's assets or using kenha's vehicles, and I undertake to follow up that, Honorable Speaker, Honorable Nyutu. But to the extent of clarity, the maintenance, periodic maintenance contract is a private contract which is done by the contractor who wins the maintenance contract for particular roads. But the concern raised by the Speaker, by Honorable Nyutu, I'll take up to the extent that there's a claim of lack of proper facilitation and staff could be inspecting the roads using their private vehicles. I thank you.
Honorable Senators, will now move to question number 70 by the Senator for Kilifi and the Minority Leader, the Honorable Stewart Mazayo. Honorable Senator, you may proceed to ask your question.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker,